Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'll be building my very first PC with a little bit of help from my dad.
So let me introduce you to my daughter Ava here, who's 10 years old, and she's been itching to do a YouTube video with me. So I thought today I'd let her have her very first try building her own PC. Got a load of old parts downstairs that I'm not too worried about if there's any damage done to them. I've cleaned them up and it's all in preparation. So we'll get that started. We'll go down, take you through all the parts, and then we'll get building. Right, that's us got all the parts all sitting ready to go. So we've got the Aerocool Aero 1 Eclipse RGB case, which was all cleaned up. It came with 4 fans, and we've got another 2 fans added to the top of the case, which I've cleaned out and gutted. You can see Ava's reflection in it. Ready to go. Yeah, so I'd added a couple of other fans to this case ages ago, and that's the Eclipse 12 Pro fans. We also have the Republic of Gamers, sorry, the ROG Strix B450F gaming motherboard. This is a motherboard that I had, and then I passed it down to my son Ethan to use. He's now got a better, well, he has actually got a better motherboard than me, little bugger. But I've kept this one for doing extra builds. So we've got that, and then here we have the Ryzen 5 2600X processor. So you can see all the stuff's kind of getting old a bit. She's not going to keep the PC, it's just a kind of a wee building thing for her. She did ask to keep it, but we've not got the space, plus she plays my PC, so she doesn't need this old crap thing. We've got a 550 watt power supply, which is modular by EVGA. Got some Thermal Grizzly thermal paste that we'll put on the processor. Down here we've got a little 1TB NVME. I think that's a Western Digital one if I remember right. We'll get that plugged in at some point. Here we have some Corsair Vengeance RGB memory, and I believe this is 3200 megahertz. Yeah, it is. And again, that's just to 2 8GB sticks, and that's just to get the system up and running. Then over here we have the AMD Wraith Prism cooler, just to keep the temperatures down in the CPU as well while we get it built. This motherboard doesn't have any Wi-Fi, so we have a Wi-Fi card here that we'll add into it, and then we're actually going to steal my other son's graphics card just to see if this thing boots. But yeah, that's all the parts, and now we'll go on with the building. Ava, you ready to go? Right, first things first, the processor. You know what part that is? Right, just obviously be very, very gentle with this. You will need to make sure that you don't bend any of the pins. So see if you turn it over, you'll see a triangle in one of the corners. You see that little gold triangle?
Yep.
Right, hold on a wee minute, make sure you lift that lever first. Pop the lever out. And then down here, you should be able to see a little triangle somewhere if you can just point it out so I know you're putting it in the right place. That's that spot on. Just lower it in nice and gently. It should just slip in. You'll feel it drop in. Yeah, happy with that? And now push the lever back down and then just tuck it under just to make sure it's all locked in. That's you. That's probably the worst bit about it. It's the bit you can damage quite easily, so well done there. Right, so the next bit we're going to do, Ava, is put on some thermal paste, and we're basically going to put a little blob right in the middle of the processor. Only needs to be the size of a pea. So take the little cap off.
My hands are really sweaty, I'm nervous.
Okay, and then you just need to squeeze out on top of here, bang in the middle until there's a little bob, like I say, like a pea size, just gently. Hopefully this isn't dried out, we shouldn't have.
Tell me to stop.
Keep going. That'll do it. There you go, a little bit of thermal paste. In fact, just do a wee blob, just tiny wee bits at the 4 corners.
Is it fine if it just kind of goes across?
Yeah, it's fine. Just to make sure that the paste is covering it. Good enough, that's it. Well done. Right, the next bit I think we'll put on, just while there's nothing else in there, is the cooler. Right, so give it a go. If you can't get this, I'll give you a hand because it's not the easiest thing to do. So on the right hand side, you'll see a little silver bit that clips into the bracket. So lower it right down onto the processor. It's okay, you won't do any damage. it will be a wee bit slidey. Okay, and see if you can get that silver clip down and tucked under. You've got to kind of push it down from above. You got it?
It's almost there.
Will I get this bit?
Yes, please.
Okay. That's one side in, and then I just need to get the other side in. And then lock it in. Alright, that's that done. That's a cooler on Ava, so next thing we're going to do is connect the cable up to a, what they call a fan header on the motherboard. So there's a couple of headers up here. You can see one says, what's that say, CPU?
CPU option.
And then the other one should say CPU fan. Yeah, so this wee plug can only go on one way. Okay, easy peasy, yeah. Right, next thing we'll do while we're here is the memory sticks.
Memory.
Now see, if you have a wee look at the memory sticks, Ava, you'll see that there's a little slot cut out the bottom that's over to one side more than it is the other. And if you look down here in the memory slots down here, you'll see where that slot's cut out. But just before you do it, just in case people who are building PCs don't know this, we're going to put memory in the second and the fourth slot away from the CPU. Okay, so in the second slot.
I think my head's getting in the way. Ow.
Remember what it says to do, is just to push it down until you hear a click. Okay, and then do the next one as well. And it goes in the fourth slot. And the same again, just push it down until you hear a click. Okay, happy with that?
Yep.
Good. Right, last thing we're going to put in the motherboard before we can put it in the case, Ava, is the storage. So we've got a little storage drive here, and you pick that up. So again, you'll see that there's little slots here that we're going to go into. See this bit here?
Yep.
It's going to slide into that first, but what you'll need to do is undo this little screw here.
Right.
Grab a screwdriver, and it should be magnetic, so we'll wait to loosen it.
Left.
Yeah, well done.
That's right.
That should go on right just now. Go left, turn it left, that's it. And it's magnetic, keep going until it's right out and it'll stick to the screwdriver. Okay, let me put that to the side. So, in here, this pushes into this little slot. You've got to push it in that direction, not nice and flat. Put it flat, like that.
Oh, right, sorry.
And then pushes in. It's just quite good because you've got smaller hands. Me, I'd probably struggle.
Oh my god.
You manage?
My hands are very shaky.
That's it, push in. Let's push in from the back, look, this way.
Oh wait,
Okay, you hold that down and then get your screwdriver. I'll hold that down for you.
I need to fix it.
And you put that back in.
Oh my god, my hands are so shaky right now.
Okay, that's it. Let's get it started. That's you. Tight, is it tight? Not too tight, but just, yeah, happy with it? Well done, that's it. So that's everything in the motherboard all done. We can get it into the case now. And once we get it in the case, we can then do the power supply, put a Wi-Fi card in, and then we'll get all the fans and everything hooked up, okay? Right, so I've got the case in place, just put it on the side, all covered in manky fingerprints and dust, which is a bit that I missed, but we'll get that cleaned up. Right, Ava, if you could undo those two thumb screws here, and just put them to the side somewhere safe. Okay, well done. Now this pulls towards me, but just be careful, it's glass, so it can be a wee bit heavy, okay?
From there?
Yeah, just a wee bit, right? And then you can lift that out altogether, just get your fingers behind it and go and put it somewhere safe.
Where?
Yeah, just on a seat or something, or even down like that, it's fine, yeah. Okay, you happy with that? Right, so in here there's already little mounts that the motherboard's going to go on, and the screws should still be there from when we last did them in, so there should be 8, I believe. Yep, so see the little screws that's here? If you just undo them, they should be loose, just undo them by hand.
They should be loose?
They should be loose. I'll help you just to speed it up. Right, that's you. What we'll do now is bring the motherboard in. Right, I'll let you do this bit. Now it's a wee bit heavy now because there's things added onto it. Now this thing here, Eva, is called the I/O shield. Sometimes on older motherboards these are separate, but on this motherboard it's part of it. If you look here, you can see the shape down here in the case where my hand's coming through. Yep. The I/O shield's going to sit in here in this little bit. You'll also notice as well on the motherboard there's holes. Yep. There's one there, another one there, another one there. Those basically line up with the little stands that we just took the screws out of. So if you want to lift this by this bit, you can do that. That's fine. Yeah, it's safe enough. Yeah. Okay. So make sure the I/O comes into this bit here. Slide it towards you a wee bit, down towards your. Yep. And just have a look to see if the holes are lined up.
And they're lined up.
Lined up?
Yep.
Okay, right, it's just a case of putting the screws back in now. The next thing we'll do is we'll put in the Wi-Fi card. So just again, just to show you, a little slot here on the bottom of the Wi-Fi card, and it's going to go in this slot here. Just watch this little bit here as well at the end of this plate. There's a little slot right at the end of the motherboard here. Yep. With the case, it goes in there, okay? Okay. You happy doing that? Yeah. Oh, sorry, well remembered, you'll need to lift that little bracket, so I'll lift that up for you and hold it. Okay.
Thank you.
And just make sure it was going into the slot in the motherboard properly. So a bit. So you've completely missed it there.
Did I?
Yep.
Oh.
Okay. You push it down now. Happy?
There we go.
Slotted in place, and then what I'll do, drop that down and tighten that back up with your fingers. And there's a wee screw here.
That goes where?
It should go in there, see this hole here? It just holds it in place. In fact, I'll leave this off because we're going to need that for a graphics card. Right, that's that bit done. What else do we need to do? Right, it's just all the fans and stuff that need to be hooked up, so we'll get the case turned round. Okay, Eva, we can now drop the power supply in. So you can see here the fan, that's going to be pointing down towards the bottom of the case, yeah? Right. And then just showing this side, this is where the power plug's going to go into. So this bit here is basically going to be pointing out at this big gap here. And obviously when you lower it in, just be careful of the cables, nothing gets caught. I'll hold the cables up because it can be a little bit heavy. Okay, you happy? Everything's clear? Okay with that?
Yeah.
And now I'll give you a hand round here, holding this up, and you can get 4 screws in. Just let me know if you need them lined up.
Can you move this more to the left a tiny bit? And down. There. Oh wait.
Let me see. I'll get it started.
There's a screwdriver. Since Mom's coming in.
Okay, I'll speed this bit up, okay? Skip it.
I think he would have sped it up before I started talking about that.
Right, all that leaves now is for the 26-pin motherboard connection to go in, and then up the top we have a power supply for the CPU up the top corner, but I'm not going to get her to do that. I want to make sure these bits are plugged in, and then I'll do all the tidying up of the wiring at the back as well for the fans and stuff, and then all that leaves is a graphics card. She can plug that bit in and we should be good to go. We'll give it a try, see if it boots first time. Okay, so I've done all the cable management stuff. 24-pin power cable to the motherboard's done. USB connections hooked up. Power connection to the CPU up the top corner here. Front switches and stuff, hard drive light and so on, and then the audio cable in the bottom corner. So last thing for Ava to do is put in the graphics card. So just like the Wi-Fi card, there's a little slot down the back of the motherboard here in the case. And then you just need to make sure the graphics card's lined up with the slot that's around about there. So you push.
Is that in?
You happy? Right, you hear a click?
Yep, just heard
Right,
it.
so you know it's in. Right, we're not going to bother screwing this in because I've nicked this off my other son just to test this PC. Just to check that it boots up. So, last thing you need to do is put the side panel on here. Just be careful with the glass. Okay, put it down. And then just slide it. Okay, and then the 2 thumb screws.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do the other one. And that's it, we'll get these screwed up and then we'll stand it up, hook up to a monitor and check if it boots. Moment of truth, see if it fires up and boots.
Rainbow.
Oh, that's good.
What?
Everything's lit up. You just need the monitor to come on now.
Hopefully it doesn't blow up.
It's looking good. There you go. Boot. That's all you need. Well done. Woo!
My first ever PC.
Right, there you go. That was Eva building her very first PC. Actually, I think she did alright. How do you think you done?
I think I've done pretty well.
You find any of it hard?
Couple bits.
A couple of bits. But yeah, just goes to show you that anybody can build a PC really. A little bit of help. You can watch videos and stuff online if you've not got anybody around to help you out, but it really is a doddle. So if I asked you to do your own one, would you be able to do it?
Oh, we have to see.
Nah, I should burn the house down. Anyway, I thought you'd enjoy this video, and I'm pretty sure she enjoyed it as well. So hopefully I'll see you guys again sometime soon. See you later.